Hello everyone. So this time, so this project circuit breaker kind of brought me to the NahamCon 2023 CTF. So yeah, so here basically what we have to do is like review some AWS architecture diagrams. Let's just go into the turn and just explain like that. It basically gives you some AWS architecture diagrams, and you have to find the old diagram here. So what is not needed here. So we can see that it is taking a live source feed. And so before that, before we start here, so I was able to easily solve this first one, but after that it kind of became advanced, and I had no idea what I was doing. So I will show you how I kind of bypass this whole thing and got the answer. So yeah. So the first one is like we have like source feed, and the data is ingested into AWS Elemental Media Live, something like that, and then it's created into a media package, and then it's thrown into a media store, and we can see that there is a AWS Amazon Cloud Front, like basically something like a web is presented to the end users. And here is an ingoing and outgoing connection to AWS Elemental Media Convert. Looks of it like there is no point in having Amazon CloudFront here if we are having some kind of a service over here, like it's kind of obvious. So what I did was like click on this first one, and then question. So what is the service this system is providing? So could be OTT video stream. There was nothing mentioned about TV broadcast or web-enabled services and all that. So I didn't click on that one. So which components do not belong. Yeah. So what we have to do is like we have to doesn't belong here. So click then kind of submitted, and it kind of actually worked. Yeah. So the corrected architecture diagram is like this. So it will go into the elemental media library served to the end users behind the cloud front service. Yeah. So let's go to the second puzzle. I'll show you it's kind of a bit advanced than the first one. So it has some VPG here and some kind of availability zones, and then the private subnet is also here, and there is also a security group. So the security group they have also a bastion host, but the bastion host should be kind of not here. But my first thought was like the actor shouldn't be here. I'm going to show you the thought process here, like how I kind of found out what I found out. Yeah. So what is the system? The service this system is providing. So it couldn't be a publicly browsable S3 archive because there is so much security groups and all those things here, VPGs and the publicly browsable one. So and there is a debate on that one as well, right? So whether S3 buckets should be available publicly to read to everyone. So there's that. And by private network honeypot, this could be a honeypot either. So it could be an enterprise data warehouse. So which components like, so I kind of wanted to see if my answer was correct. The enterprise data warehouse, which was also correct. So one cannot be right here, right? So it doesn't work that way. So here we see that it is suggesting that there might be multiple components that doesn't belong here. So what I basically did was like I just right clicked on this one and went to inspect to see what is happening behind the scenes. Like it will be happening when we click on something, right? So then I noticed this one. So there is a flow, but a script that is being called by the project certificate website, like flow puzzle.javascript. So what I did was like yeah, we can basically open this one up and go to the basic script within a new browser window. But I found out that was like kind of boring interface, like so what we can do behind that was like we can kind of go to the debugger here. So here we have the script. So that is basically what we have here as well. Like the same script is being loaded here in debugger as well. So it is kind of colorized and all that, so we can easily see what is happening behind this one. So I kind of went through the code, and then what happened was like there is basically the answers here. So that's what happened actually. So that's whether anyway, like I know you have to kind of review the AWS architecture diagrams and all that thing, but this one was like kind of a whole finding that I found out. Like, so that's why I thought of sharing this video with you guys. So anyway, coming back here to the second, so we are in the second question, right? So in the second question, it basically says, let me show you the code. Says the flow puzzle JAC is here. So and it's kind of like initializing first, and then we are coming to the section where it says flow puzzles. So let's get here, and so here we can see questions and the answers. Basically, the document query selector for puzzle is one, and the active puzzle is one, and all those things are here. So, and this is the cheesy part. So it will it basically what this function basically does is according to the commands iterate over the diagram, flow diagram, and applicable, and then correct answers are sent to the correct answers. As you can remember, the first one, AWS eMedia Convert, which is from the first puzzle, like, and then the second one here we have a VPC net gateway, right? The VPC net gateway is here, and also we have a Bastion host here, so we can. So that is basically the answer, and to prove you that that is the answer, so we have another section called another like a function called validate answers on form submit. So here when the active puzzle is second one, one selected value must be like anyway like so the answer is already we got the first answer, right? So it is enterprise data warehouse, and two that should be selected should be Bastion host and the VPC netgate. So if we submit that one, yeah, so usually guys, like it didn't work because I already had selected acta as well, so I was like very confused why it didn't work. So yeah, it works, and those get the answer. So yeah, and the corrected architecture diagram is presented to us here. Yeah, without the Bastion host and that one. So Bastion host basically what it does is, as I remember, it is like a gateway between secure environment and the external environment. So it should not lie inside here, but it should be like here, as I remember. I might be wrong about this. So, okay, let's continue to the third one, and it is way more complicated than that one. So basically now we know that Bastion host should not reside in that one, right? So here and all those things, and here users are connected to Amazon Cloud 53, and there is CloudFront as well. So basically also SSH is kind of staying outside of this one. So just to prove my point here, like let's go to the questions of this one. So what is service this system is providing, which components doesn't belong here. So they have already given us kind of the project where they took these architecture diagrams. Like these are kind of open source and all that, so we can learn a lot of things here. So yeah. So I will share that link with you guys as well in the description as well. Like, so what is the service this system is providing? The system is providing basically WordPress hosting, and I will prove that to you in 1 second. Like for the active puzzle 3, which is the one we are in right now, like so it should be WordPress hosting. Basically, even if you look at the diagram, you can see like most of the services are being connected to WordPress, and yeah, so the components that doesn't belong here would be TN SSH, which was also kind of obvious, but I just wanted to show you like another way that you can solve things in life, CTFs and all that. So you can always go to the source code and find many easy stuff there. So let's submit the answer, and it was correct as well. So the corrected architecture diagram is presented, and then all that, and now you can claim your victory. So basically you are presented with this form, or you just have to give your name presented with a flag. So something like flag and some kind of hash value we see. So I just need to find out where to submit that and all that. And I also just got to know that NahamCon is like over on 17th or so. If you kind of found this video interesting and the thought process interesting, do follow, do put a like and hit the subscribe button. And don't forget to leave a comment. Thanks, and peace out until we meet again.